Kesa Hazushi, scarf release. This is a technique that's escaped from someone grabbing you from behind using a scarf hold. There's going to be different defenses against someone grabbing you in a bear hug over both arms or under both arms on our advanced UR list. This technique is specific to Kesa Hazushi on the Shinin no Maki list. Someone grabbing you from behind using a scarf hold in order to isolate and grab one arm to prevent someone from grabbing a weapon. Historically a sword, but any kind of weapon that's being carried on the body where you'd have to reach across your body to grab it. This is going to grab and lock that arm down to prevent them from grabbing the weapon, or from at least taking the weapon out if they could even get a hand on it. Just going to use a broom. I have a second one next to it just to replicate the 2 legs, but I'm just attacking one leg. They're standing behind me. I'm going to step deeply to one side or the other to isolate the outside leg. In this case, I'm going to use the broom. I put the broom part against the wall because when I pull this, it's going to scrape on the wall and it'll damage the wall with paint. So it's a nice brush motion that also allows some flexibility as I'm doing this technique. When someone's grabbing me from behind, first thing I'm going to do is loosen them up with a strike to the face. Generally, we use bird beaks. I'm just putting all my fingers together and stabbing backwards over my shoulder into their eyes. That's part of why I'm stepping to the side to expose their head and strike. Honestly, I think in a self-defense situation, anytime somebody's grabbing me from behind, I'm just going to use a rear headbutt, which works really well. In some cases, too well, particularly for training in class. It doesn't take much to really, bloody someone's mouth or nose with a little headbutts in the back. So this is a nice way to replicate and remind you that I am going to do some kind of attack to the face beforehand. Step, strike, and I'm going to step again with the outside leg and lean back. Basically just sitting on that leg. It's going to hyperextend the leg. You can imagine if I'm holding you from behind and then you sit back on my leg, all your weight's going into my thigh, locking my leg and my knee, and hyperextending that knee. Step and strike, step back and sit. From here, I'm going to reach down, grab behind the Achilles, with the heel with both hands, and pull up as I sit back. That's knocking that person down, taking that leg and locking it in. And then I'm going to turn to the outside and lock with my hips, continuing to hold this foot to my body. It looks like when you're having it done to you, I'm coming up behind, I'm grabbing, strike in the face, lock the leg, pull backwards, and then lock out. Other side. Step to the side to open the head, strike, step back, grab the heel of the Achilles, leveraging off the inside of your groin, drop, and then turn to the outside. Nice finish on this one. I keep the leg locked to my body, lift my outside leg, put my instep along the inside of the thigh, straight down until I hit the groin and escape. You can imagine, particularly with shoes, just raking down the inside of the thigh and stomping into the groin. One last time. Stepping, striking, stepping, sitting back, grabbing, leveraging, turn to the outside of the block. And also finish with a rake and stomp to exit. Good luck practicing Kesa Hazushi at home.